So that little water flow that we show under the freeway, on that year it was full of water. So that salmon took that way to go to the ocean. Okay. Now when he came back, the water was not that much. Okay, it was not enough water. But because he came from that water and he could smell and he could find out the chemical structure of that water, he wanted to take that path, even though it was not enough water. Now show the video, please. Now the salmon took, so that path, even though the water was very shallow. Okay? So that means he recognized the smell of the water, took the overflow channel of the pond, and from a 5 to 10 centimeter deep water, which is, I mean, it's amazing. He swam back from that overflow water and went through the pond. Okay, so the salmon took that way back in a 5 centimeter shallow water. He took the concrete channel. It was a channel, an overflow channel. So the salmon took this channel in the concrete channel, overflow channel, and went back close to the pond. Now the salmon didn't give up. He found the pipe that was connecting the channel to the pond. But the problem is the last obstacle. That was the window. So he had to jump, open that window to come to the pond. Now what he did, he was jumping and hitting his head toward that window. By jumping and hitting it, he finally dislodged. Now by dislodging that cover, he came to the pond. Okay? So let's summarize, what we have seen. For all those facts that I showed you today, the theory of evolution is speechless. It's total silence. You would not see these things in their website. All they show us are a bunch of lies. And I showed to you in the different programs in the last 5 or 6 weeks, I showed to you all those lies about the coelacanth fish, about the Astropteryx, the imaginary dinosaur that became a bird, and the human skulls, and the Piltdown man. So I showed you that all those things are a bunch of lies. And when it comes to that much science, they are speechless. There's nothing they can say. Look at the bee, how he was showing the other bees the direction to take and how much distance were between the colony and the flowers by the frequency of the vibration of their wings. That's number one. Number two, look at the monarch butterfly, the amazing transformation from a worm, a caterpillar, to a butterfly, and how they would travel. And then we looked at the amazing structure of the dragonfly, and finally at this amazing journey that a salmon fish would take to go to the Pacific Ocean, travel 5,000 or 6,000 miles, come back, and between the thousands of channels that drain into the Pacific Ocean, he would choose the exact same one that he came from. And when there is bifurcation in those channels, with the last example I showed you, that specific salmon followed the exact path that he came from that pond. Even though when he came back, that little channel was almost empty of water, but because the year that he came in, it was full of water, he didn't follow the easy way. He followed the path that he came from, even though the water was 5 or 6 centimeters shallow. He went all the way back to the pond. Now, to enter the pond, he had to jump and dislodge the cover of that overflow channel. He dislodged the head and went into the water. These are the amazing facts of creation for man of understanding. So if we use our brain, God has showed us a lot of reasons to believe in him, and a lot of signs for men of understanding, for men of reflection, for people who think. So my time is over. I want to thank you all for listening to this program. Inshallah, next week we're going to continue the program of Darwin, and we're going to go a little bit more now into the neo-Darwinism, and it's what is called the genetic Darwinism, and we're going to go more into genes and show that even when you go to genes, if you go inside the cell, how it's impossible to explain everything by the theory of evolution. God bless you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And inshallah, if I'm alive, next week I would be here to discuss more the theory of Darwin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم الحمد لله رب العالمین. بینندگان عزیز تلویزیون سلام خدمتتون عرض میکنم. Actually we said tonight program is going to be in English, so good night every good friends of Salam TV. مشکل دنیای امروز اینه که اونایی که میگن تئوری داروین 100% درسته اشتباه میکنن و اونایی هم که میگن تئوری داروین 100% the same way cultural belief are transferred from parents to their children. More ATP, which is adenosine triphosphate. ATP, okay, here is the Krebs cycle. The protein synthesis. How does it happen? Inside the nucleus of a cell,